United funded
Hey, Tony.
the army to overthrow the Sandinista. Where else does the United States government fund contra armies? Now,
Hey,
they
mate.
decided they're going to spend $500 million at the meeting of budget to fund and finance and train the Free Army. Why would
Moving on to.
Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Just get the laptop running.
I think we'll be alright. Hello! Oh, you're amazing! Hey, really want to hear a poem about democracy! We're here in this beautiful, amazing, highly democratic space. So basically, sometimes some of my friends say to me, hey Danny, why are you all spending your time banging on about government cuts and environmental destruction and inequality? Look, don't worry, boys and testing nonsense. Because look, next May, there's going to be an election, right? And you can just vote for a nice party, and then you'll have to say and everything will be fine. And well, hang on a minute, do they not remember the last one? Okay, so I'm afraid that it's going to be a little different at the beginning of time. I want you to, if you dare to, think back to the last general election in 2010, okay? So that's when this time begins. I'm sorry about that. Okay,
Hey, teacup. Hey, hey. Hey, teacup. Yo, pop a lot.
Yo,
There you go, man.
what's going down in town?
It's a beautiful sunny day in Burbank, Auckland.
It fucking always is there, man.
It's a good place. I like it.
What's happening tonight, anyway? Well, today to you.
Today I'm going to do my lawns. I've got cupcakes to bake, biscuits, chocolate chip biscuits to bake, because my kids are having an agricultural day tomorrow at school. Which means they take all the sheep and the livestock and, you know, it's just a day of making and creating and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my daughter's doing decorative cupcakes, so she'll do that when she gets home once I bake them. You know, typical family crap. What about you? I see you've been wandering around the protest around there.
Yeah, man, just being nosy, really, Mark.
Pretty
See what's
fucking
going on, like.
Pretty freaky shit, that. They're all just like dragging them up for no reason.
Yeah,
Making up.
it's fucked, isn't it? But still, man. Alright, listen, I'm gonna make a cup of tea and that, and then I'll be in here.
Yeah, man.
Alright, cool.
What about you, Teacup? What are you up to? Wow, that's impressive. Okay, yeah. Doing that often? Right. Cool. Awesome. Oh, I see. Well, I might do a musical interlude, seeing I'm sitting here bored shitless. Nothing, nobody. See what we can post.
Well, Mark, what's happening?
I've just finished having a musical interlude.
I heard a bit of it, man.
Just fucking around, mate. Not feeling so inspired today musically.
Nah.
Look out the electric car and scare the neighbours, but there really isn't any.
Have you got neighbours then? Like, are you not in the middle of nowhere?
My nearest neighbour's the mother-in-law. She's in the main house, but it's on the acre. But other than that, my nearest neighbour's probably a good 700 metres away from me.
Fucking hell, man. So you've got a lot of land.
The mother-in-law owns the land here, the acre. Yeah, we just for 18, 19 years with the mother and with all of them. So it's really neat. It's a nice little commune. When everyone needs help, you just help them out. It's quite cool. But it's I suppose somewhat non-conventional, but it's good because we it's less dependent on everything else. We just look at each other. So yeah, it's good. I mean, each to their own. I mean, I suppose I couldn't fucking fathom living in town where there's a neighbour at every window. No matter what curtain you open, you can see someone else seeing you. You know, fuck that shit.
Man.
And the noise, the road noise, and the traffic noise.
At my flat, man, I swear it was ridiculous where I was doing that road. The buses that went past and that, like, it was right on the main road, so buses just done your head in, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that when we many years ago, when my daughter was only about 3, I think. So yeah, fucking nine odd years ago, we went down to Rotorua just for a holiday, and yeah, we stayed at a hotel on a main road, and none of us could sleep because the road noise. We're so used to being in a nice quiet area where all you can hear are the birds around me. You go there, just none of us could sleep. It was a horrible fucking holiday.
Yeah, man.
Should have gone camping. Yeah. East of the road. But I suppose it's different over in England. How many people are out in that city where you're living? Because I know there's like 1 million in Auckland, apparently.
Too fucking many in London.
Fucking yeah, it's ridiculous.
8 million or something.
But somebody was saying the other day, like, and it made me think, like, when you drive out and that, it's this. They say there's 63 million people in England, yeah, but I don't know, like, when you drive out, you're not constantly driving through cities. Like, there is still a lot of fields in England and that, like.
Oh yeah, it's a
green, like.
It's all in little compact fucking centres, eh? You're being herded. But then it's going to be easier to control when you're in a small confined area. Just like anything, it's first thing cops do, isn't it? Kettle you into one little spot and then they control you. Same thing with the city. In a way.
Hey, take up.
Aye.
I've got some questions about trust law and that. Yeah, can I pick your brain for a second?
You go find a trust lawyer.
Hey?
You can go find a trust lawyer.
Oh, come on, man. It's only just simple shit like that.
If it's simple, why do you need help with it?
Because I just can't get my head around it. It's one case in particular.
What case?
You sound all intrigued in that. What case? Lister and Co. versus Stubbs, 1890. Do you know that?
No.
Right, listen, let me read it to you. This is receipt of bribes and other profits acquired in breach of a fiduciary duty. Yeah, Lister and Co. versus Stubbs, 1890. Held that a bribe received by a fiduciary from a third party was not held on trust for the principal. The reasoning was that proprietary claims, i.e. those proprietary...
The what?
What?
What's that? What's that?
What proprietary claims?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. This is what I'm getting at. There's a few things in here that I'm not too sure at. But listen, normally with this book I've been reading, like, I'll start reading something and then I don't know if this is like the right sort of, I don't know, but let me get to the end of it. The reason was that proprietary claims, i.e. those founded on trust, were only available where the principal seeks to recover property that belonged to him before the breach of a fiduciary duty. A bribe, by contrast, is not the...
You're right. You're on about Mr. Khaled, didn't you?
Mr. Khaled?
Yeah, Mr. Khaled, he was a member of the fiduciary, yeah?
I don't know. It's only got like the I ain't gone right into the case law yet. I've only just started coming onto this. A bribe, by contrast, is not the property of the principal, but is property held by the fiduciary in breach of fiduciary obligation. Here, the relationship between the fiduciary and principal is that of debtor and creditor, not trustee and beneficiary. However, this principle was reversed in Attorney General for Hong Kong versus Reed 1994, which held that benefits obtained from a third party in breach of a fiduciary obligation, such as bribes, belong in equity to the principal from the moment of receipt. The law has now been changed back to what it was before Reed. Now, like,
With Tony. No, wait a minute.
Mate.
what's that, Reed? Chuck?
No, that, bro.
Right,
Same
so,
thought.
so what is the, what's the principle, like, what's held that a third party is not on trust for the principal, right? So the principal is the trust,
No, it's the equity holder. The
the
beneficiary.
equity holder.
Yeah, the
Right,
beneficiary.
the reason right, and then proprietary claims, yeah, that were available on where the principal seeks to recover property that belonged to him before the breach of a fiduciary duty. So what is the fiduciary duty then?
Or whatever his job is while he's working in that office, I would have thought. Whatever his duties and obligations are while he's in that office are his fiduciary duty.
I thought a fiduciary was like a third party to
Agent.
an agent. Well, the same as like a trustee.
Well, define trustee.
A trustee is if I've got some property or something, I'll leave it to somebody in trust to give to a beneficiary.
So the trustee would have an obligation that they must fulfil. Right,
Is
to
that
make
the
them the
fiduciary?
trustee. Right, no, hang on. And
Go on.
it's the bond between the two, and you become a member of the fiduciary as such. If you're a trustee and you've got to give somebody a beneficiary something that later date or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's a fiduciary settlement. You get what I mean? Basically a legal relationship.
So what aren't you getting, Bob? Aren't you getting
What do you want?
trust is? He wants to know what a trust is.
Do you want to know what the,
I know where the trust is. I was just thinking,
do you want to know what the duty is, or do you want to know what a fiduciary is?
what's the fiduciary?
Right, give us a sec, mate.
It's, like I said, it's the relate.
Yeah, go. Right, so then
Right, it's the legal or ethical relationship between a trust, two or more parties. Typically, fiduciary prudently takes care of money for another person. So basically, he's looking after the dollar.
The accountant.
So he's the one that has all the money. You know, all these bands
Sorry,
that put in, like, put all the money into trusts. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that had it on his toes with all the dough. You know what I mean? Hang on, just give us a sec, right. For another person, one party, for example, a corporate trust company or the trust department of a bank, acts in the fiduciary capacity to the other one, who, for example, has entrusted funds to the fiduciary for safekeeping or investment. Likewise, asset managers, including managers of pension plans, endowments, or other tax-exempt assets, are considered fiduciaries under the applicable statutes and laws. In a fiduciary relationship, one person in a position of vulnerability justifiably vests confidence, good faith, reliance, and trust in another, whose aid, advice, and protection is sought in some matter. In such a relation, good conscience requires the fiduciary to act at all times in the sole benefit and interest of the one who trusts. So he's basically looking after whoever the trust. So basically, if you set up a trust for someone, yeah, he's basically looking after the trustee.
Okay.
Basically, in explanation marks, a fiduciary is someone who has undertaken to act for and on behalf of another in a particular matter in circumstances which give rise to a relationship of trust and confidence. So basically, it's just like what do you call it?
Third party impartial guy that takes care of the bank account.
Yeah, but basically they never do they?
No. They take care of their own bank account.
Yeah, they take care of their own, yeah. A fiduciary duty is the highest standard of care at either equity or law. A fiduciary, abbreviation FID, is expected to be extremely loyal to the person to whom he owes the duty, the principal, such that there must be no conflict of duty between fiduciary and principal. So if you're the principal party, setting up the trust, his duty is to you. Yeah.
Right, cool.
And the fiduciary must not profit from his position as a fiduciary unless the principal consents. Now that's why when they always die, that's why it always goes missing, because they don't need. When you're dead, you can't consent, can you? That's why all the dough goes missing. That's where they just filter it off. So you're better off don't even get involved in a fiduciary, mate.
It's more of a salvage thing. Once you're dead in that, they're salvaging things that are lost at sea.
I mean, that just reading that, I never knew what a fiduciary was, but just reading that, I would never even go near one. In English common law, the fiduciary relation is arguably the most important concept within the portion of the legal system known as equity. In the United Kingdom, the Judicature Act merged the courts of equity, historically based in England's Court of Chancery, with the courts of the common law. And as a result, the concept of fiduciary duty also became available to common law courts. When a fiduciary duty is imposed, equity requires a different, arguably stricter standard of behaviour than the comparable tortuous duty of care. I don't know, that's tortuous duty of care in common law. It's said that the fiduciary has a duty not to be in a situation where personal interests and fiduciary duty conflicts, a duty not to be in a situation where the fiduciary duty conflicts.
Wait, who's got take-up?
I have. I don't want to speak to him.
The one I assume is fucking talking.
What?
I don't even want to hear his voice.
He's a faggot.
Why? What's happened?
Nah, I just don't like the guy.
He's still crying like a
I'm
little
happy
girl.
to. If you want me to go, I'll go. I'm happy to go.
No, go on, just unplug him and talk, man. Come on, just fucking hell, we're only talking there, aren't we?
I don't want to talk to him because he's a belligerent little shit, and he'll just goad me, and he'll just have me at it, and I don't really want to be at it, mate. I'm happy to talk, but if you want me to go, I'll go. But I ain't talking to him.
Well, you don't have to.
No, but I'd have to listen to him, and I don't even want to listen to him.
No, you both talk, don't you? You both talk. Go on, just unplug him, time.
Right, are you ready? Are you ready for his shit? Because it won't be me giving shit, it'll be him giving shit.
Go on. Let's see. Let's see. Just show me.
Alright, I've blocked him for good. I don't know how you unblock him. I'll have to leg it and do one. I don't even know how you unblock someone. I blocked him.
Can you not? Oh. He's gone.
No, don't know about this is what I don't get, man. People blocking and that. No one's going to get anywhere.
There's personality conflicts, mate.
Yeah?
You there, Teacup?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. I mean, I can get people not wanting to listen to other people and stuff, but you know, when it's a communal hangout, it kind of makes it difficult, especially when we're all listening. I can hear
someone else. Yeah.
your teacup wanting to say,
I didn't really have a question. I just wanted to talk about trust, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's I think it's an interesting part of law. Like.
Well, I've, as far as trust is concerned, I've always been under the belief that if you register your vehicle to a trust, or if it's registered through a trust, then the speed camera tickets can't really go nowhere.
Oh, right. So yeah, you see, now this is where I first heard about trust. Is like people saying that in free. It's always a good angle to start talking about law, isn't it? But like that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard as well. Like people are saying they can put their things on trust, but like and that's it. Their property. It's like I think people think that a trust is something like that just goes round in circles and that, and like as if they're only point to it.
A trust is something that no third party can break. So the New Zealand.
Hang on. A trust relies on a third party.
Yeah. Okay.
So how can it be a case of no third party can break it then?
Put it this way.
Mark, let me just 1 second. That case that Bob Lott just quoted, Lister versus Stubbs, is basically explaining how the trustee, the person who's left in trust to transfer something or other, has basically accepted a bribe, and in doing so has accepted a bribe has obviously fucking rendered the trust obsolete. So, and according to this case law, this is all hunky-dory and allowed, by equity not apparently allowing that to take place.
I'll just wait for the bot to stop moving.
Sorry, man.
It's hard to hear all of that you were saying, Teacup. I'm sorry, mate. Do you want to try that again?
Fun. That case law that Bob Lott mentioned, Lister versus Stubbs, that's where the person who's the trustee, the third party, who's obviously left to carry out some action for somebody else in trust for a beneficiary, basically has accepted a bribe and then affected the trust and basically had away with it himself. And according to this case law, that was allowed, even though obviously equity won't allow that to happen. Yeah. So, I mean, all trusts kind of fundamentally rely on a third party.
I'm meaning more to the point that, like, I used to drive a mate of mine who was in charge of a company loaned me a truck that was registered to the company through a trust. Okay, now that truck, if it got a speed camera ticket, the New Zealand Police Infringement Bureau, or whoever the fuck they want to call themselves, can't send a ticket to that trust and expect payment, because that trust, they can't point out who was liable to pay for that. And you know, the trust might only have a board meeting once every 6 months, so it's a moot point. If you've got something registered to a trust, it's my understanding that things like speeding tickets and shit really don't get sent to anything that's registered to a trust.
You can't register them to a trust. I mean, they send a speeding ticket to the named driver, or the person they believe is the named driver.
No, they send the ticket to the registered owner. That's who they send it to.
Well,
like
maybe.
There's a
What about in the case of like them trying to say if the bailiffs, say if they're getting threatened with bailiffs, like they want to like
you register that property to a trust, you sell it to them or have it registered in a trust as a secure property within that trust, and it can't be touched.
I think it's called subject matter.
That I'm not sure of. My cat wanted to say hello. Didn't you say hello? One of my pussies.
One of them,
yeah. I've got 4 cats. This is Sapphire, one of the twins. Ain't you, Fluff? Yeah, okay, enough with the claws into my skin. Oh, fuck. Oh. No matter what you do, cat scratches always fucking sting. Lesson in that, don't pick one up. Yeah, so if you've got property and say you have a trust for a family trust or something, and you register a vehicle within that family trust, and you can register a vehicle to a trust, or the owner to a trust, because that's all just who the property's supposedly registered to. It's just a person. Yeah, they can't send it to them because they can't break the sanctity of that trust to find out who are the individuals in that trust.
You're talking about a secret trust, I believe, and a secret trust isn't quite the same as a trust. And also, I mean, there's some people might leave, I mean, who are philanthropists that might leave money into a trust that's for the general public or things like that. So, I mean,
Like
they
the
still
Prime
have.
Minister over here, mate, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, John Key, he's got 2 blind trusts. There was a whole heap of shit about $50,000 in each of them, and yeah, there's all sorts of nastiness. A few years back, I've still got the footage, I think. But, yeah, just because he didn't declare it, and he was saying, well, he didn't know what was in it because it was like a double-blind trust or something or other. So he had no idea how it was being run or any say-so or whatever. So, you know, it's the old at arm's length, plausible deniability type shit. Nothing?
Teacup, what do you know about secret trust then?
Yeah.
Probably not enough. What do you want to know?
All of it.
That's what I fucking thought you'd say. Probably not. You like these trust law, don't you?
I do, man. Look, I've just like
Well, the elites like to use them, don't they?
Shall I give you a good example of, like, in this book I'm reading of a secret trust? John wishes to leave 10 grand to Fifi, to his girlfriend Fifi, but does not want his wife to know of this, as she is unaware. as she is unaware of his relationship with Fifi. Accordingly, he decides to leave the property to someone who will hold it on trust to carry out his wishes. John's will reads, I leave £10,000 to Steve. This is a secret trust, as the will does not disclose either the existence or the details of the trust. Ask the question, look, it's an exam book, like, so it's bad questions and that. For example, this is the next one. Suzanne, this ain't as good though, but Suzanne wishes to make a will as she's going to hospital for a major operation, but she cannot decide who to leave her property to. Suzanne's will reads, I leave all my property to Deborah on the trust which I have declared to her. This is a half-secret trust, as although the will discloses the existence of a trust, it does not disclose the details of it. Fucking Fifi's done all right, though, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's got her pie really sorted.
Or the man that made the trust only knows how to keep a secret.
Quite trustworthy.
I bet so many people have been. I bet there's some right dirty court cases like around all these trusts and that.
I'm sure there are.
I knew you'd come up with that.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what I mean? Some proper, like, I bet there's been some proper dirties done on people, do you know what I mean?
And not just the way the courts work in general.
Yeah.
Who's this Surfer 301 anyway?
He likes to listen.
Agent of the state, can you let us know which one? Is it my GCHQ buddies? NSA, CIA, MI5.
Five buddies there, Bob.
Yeah.
Teacup's going all twisted finger signs at his thing. Is it NSA, GCHQ?
See, these all gang terms.
I think that's who it is.
Teacup's got a plaster under his eye and that. Yeah, GCHQ.
They love me, really.
We can't hear you, Surfer.
Let's get Oath in here, see what he's up to.
Football memorabilia again.
Yeah, it was good the other night, wasn't it?
Oof's a legend.
He is, man. He's proper, man.
No, we can't hear you, mate.
Oh, look, I'm writing Oath in fucking Facebook.
You messed the settings up. That sounds, if you used a couple of cloths next time, you won't get it anywhere near the settings. Just in case.
You got Parliament Square today, then, Bob a lot?
Yeah, man, it's not much happening there.
Just bring you.
Police have just like cordoned it all like used all that. You see that building fence? Just used all that to go around it and that.
Didn't you start a riot then?
Huh?
Didn't you start a riot?
Nah.
Was Russell Brand there setting some chest here at the time, or?
Nah, I didn't see him there. Anna met him, didn't she?
What should you have the settings on, says Surfer? Well, if you click on the little cog thing, and then you go down to where the mic thing is, the microphone, that's the second block down, and then you click on that, you'll have an option of an internal, or a stereo, or an external mic, depending on what you've got set up. Just go for either internal or stereo. Then once you've got that done, Surfer, just to make sure your settings are right on your Google Hangout, then go down to your bottom taskbar and your system tray in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see your speaker. Double click on your speaker for your audio and make sure that your mic isn't muted in the settings. Sorry. Thought I'd help.
On fucking HP, fucking customer services then.
Did I? Mate, I tell you what, when iHug over here in New Zealand first came out with the Wood Brothers, Nick Wood and I forget the other guy one. They made their millions opening up broadband internet, satellite internet. I used to run around putting up 90cm dishes, 35cm dishes, and installing these satellite cards into people's computers. And of course, they never tested them. We were the things, right? So we go out there, and one of the accountant's computers for iHug went into one of these satellite cards, and it literally went on fire. The capacitors heated up so much on the circuit board that they burst into flames. So. Trying to power the component on the dish, low noise. But yeah, man, I've had so many times of having to talk people through on the phone how to install something or do something. And the easiest way for any prick to learn anything, and I used to do this with old retired people a lot when I'd teach them how to operate their Sky decoder after doing the install. I'd show them once, and then I'd turn everything off and say, right, now hypothetically I've just the remote. Because I'll tell you what, 9 times out of fucking 10, I'd be out that door, and 10 minutes down the road, I'd get a phone call. I've forgotten what you said about something or something. So I'd save that hassle, mate. I'd just stand there and say, hypothetically, I've left, turn it on, and I'd make sure that they do everything the way they're supposed to before I walked out the door. You know? But they'd have to do it themselves to get that, that memory of how to do it. You can tell someone 10 fucking times how to do it. They won't take it in unless they physically do it themselves, and then they'll remember. Do you know what I mean? Some people are just practically wired that way. Yeah. Sorry. You mentioned about selling. Help desks and shit. It's just a story. Don't need to go all quiet on me, guys.
Where is everyone tonight anyway? Rather quiet.
I was going to say that. Every time I tell a story, there's silence afterwards. Does it leave you all deep in thought or something? Or is it just time to go to the toilet and have a cuppa?
Blow our minds, Mark.
Blowing your mind. Oh, that's it. Good one.
It's been quiet the past couple of days, man.
Oh, there's a show at Hangout I listened to the other night.
Where?
Oh, what was it? Can't remember where it was. I'm getting well into it.
What? Do you know who is doing good ones? Well, they look good. I can't find a link though to join them, but I should. I know he used to post good videos and that. At Kip's Clips, some geezer. He might have been him.
Yeah, he sends me loads of shit.
Was it his one?
Yeah, it might have been.
There's another one as well. There's another one where it's got fucking it gets pure viewer, like loads and loads of listeners, like, you know what I mean? You know, fucking I've got to start listening to the other ones. I tried searching on YouTube for different ones the other night. I didn't know how to search for them though. I typed in live. Oh, you just type in Hangouts on air? No, you don't know, because you just get all like reviews and shit come up.
Go Hangouts on Google Plus.
Yeah.
And you get Hangouts on the air, and there's fucking loads of them. You can browse them all. And
shitloads.
Especially birds and that.
I don't need
At different times of the day, you get different countries speaking different languages. When you go reading down it, you can just tell when the sunlight's hit what country because the languages come up different. You notice that?
Alright, hang on, let me see if I can have a look first. You still there?
Yep.
Yeah, wait, hang on.
I want to know what you're up to at Parliament Square today anyway, Bob. You're all quiet about it. Sounds like you're conspiring to do something.
No, there's a video on my channel if you want to. I went there today.
I can't, can I? I'm not allowed on Facebook. Can't.
It's on YouTube. It's on my blog, check.
Oh yeah, like I follow you that much. I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, you do.
Why aren't you allowed on Facebook?
I don't know, Mark. Every time I make an account, within 24 hours, it's been deleted. So
Really?
yeah, it's quite amusing. Well, it was for the first fucking 50 accounts. Now it's just a pain in the ass. Can't be asked.
Classic. I think the Surface fixed the audio things and probably have to do a computer reset now, which is why they've.
What are the possibilities I was doing at Parliament Square Take-Up? What are the possibilities I could have been doing there?
You get yourself an infringement notice?
I don't know. November the 5th's coming up. You know what I mean? You might have gone down and put some barrels underneath fucking Parliament, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. Kaboom!
Little detour,
we don't
can't
want to
hurt.
mention anything like, we don't want to mention things like, especially this is live, we don't want to mention things like bomb, or building, or explosion, or any other of those big words, you know?
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Shut up. Yeah, no, seriously, yeah.
No, but what are the other possibilities I could have been doing it?
With you, Bob, the possibility.
You're curious, Jamie.
Yeah, you know.
Just wanted to have a look. No harm in looking.
He could have been up there as an agent provocateur, getting paid to be up there, you know what I mean?
Well, got a nice new outfit out at Lakeside today.
Did you?
Nah. Fucking wish I did. Is there any examples of agent provocateurs that have been blatantly caught out apart from that Charlie Veach? Someone told me about him the other day. Do you know what he done?
Even when you catch mates, people don't believe you.
There's a couple of American ones there where they catch the protesters throwing the rocks, the agent provocateurs. and the mufti cops in the crowds and shit. There's been a few there, but none like Mr. Veach.
He don't, he wanna, well, this is what I only found out about him the other day. So this is
What about him? What about Denny Shine then? I mean, Denny, the other guy that was with him that did the everything is okay stuff. You know, the older gentleman.
Oh yeah, I've met that geezer. You know.
Denny, with the loudspeaker, he likes to have it out for council.
Yeah. I ain't heard nothing bad about him, but that fucking Charlie Veach, man, he just don't stop. Just hear it all the time.
Yeah, he's still doing it now.
James has been James has just messaged me. He's back on Facebook. He got kicked. He got thrown off it. They want to see his driving license before they let him back in.
What?
I don't believe you.
I'm just everyone message him now and tell him to come in then.
Who? James who?
You know James Kinsella.
I don't know the last name. There's a few James.
Yeah, I'll add him in this thing.
Yeah, do that, man. Just give him an invite. Or I'll tell you what. Here, I'll give you here's the link to the chat there in the chat box here, man. Just copy and paste that to him if you want. You got it?
Old Bob Lot's tapping away, so possibly.
Oh, it's tapping.
No, wait. Where have you sent it? Are you on the laptop, Mark?
Yeah.
No, I'm on the iPad. It's a different messenger.
Oh, okay. Well, what's his name? And I'll look him up on Google and just paste it to him.
James Kinsella. I've just added him. You see in this group?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in here now.
Teacup, have you blocked Tony?
I don't block anyone, Mark.
Yeah, because it says here I can only assume he's talking about you.
I've got no one blocked. If you like, I can get a screenshot of my block list to show you there's nobody on it.
Oh no need for that. No need for that. I'm just.
There's no need for that. He said the slimy little shits blocks me.
Teacup, you're. Oh dear. I'm sure you can respond to that yourself, Teacup, if you want to. I don't know why Tony can't join, because I'm the one that's hosting it, and I've blocked nobody. So.
I ain't blocked anyone. I think anyway, if you block someone, I don't even think you can see him in the messenger thing.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of, I'll stick I'll paste the link in here again too. See if we can get in there. There you go. Just in case. Teacup, did you see those bouncing beauties I was showing the boys the other day?
Oh yeah, that was lovely.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I did, man.
I'll put them on for Teacup's discretion as well, eh? Because I know he'd appreciate it. I'll find it here.
Look, James's career, man. Oh, fucking hell. Where were you been up to anyway, Teacup?
I was just talking and had me mute mic mute.
We heard nothing.
No, exactly. I've sorted my fucking car out and whatnot.
Oh, what happened with that?
Being a pain in the arse.
What is it?
To get a hammer and just start smashing it.
You one of them ones?
Head gasket. Yeah, what do you mean, one of them ones?
One of them angry ones. Can't win your fix egg.
No, calm. It's just when it doesn't work, I get angry. Oh, it's been a pain in the fucking arse, mate. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a full head gasket.
I'd just like to say at this point, admirable tattoo, excellent tattoo.
Lovely, lovely tattoo.
Lovely.
Look at that, it's
That noise is
beautiful.
horrible. What are you going on about? My throat.
Oh, I never get sick of watching that. Just, especially the fluttery bit there, just brings to life the tattoo. Just a thought. Who in ATM? They're really small people that dish out the money. Or is that you, Bob? Oh, at the moment. Holy shit. Everybody wants to know who's in here. Should I say come and see?
Oh, say teacup.
It could be wearing gold.
You know that who's here is Bob's anyone okay peeps I'm off was posted on Monday, don't you?
Sure. I don't mind.
I was just saying. I'll commonly known as Dom's out. Oh, he's left. Oh, come on, Dom.
Dom! Come on, Dom!
He's got me blocked. He hates me. Another one that doesn't like me.
Oh well. Just trying to be inviting. All you can do.
Hey,
Come on, nearly
Dom.
know. Hey, Dom. There you go, man. Dom, I have a question for you, my man. Not sure if he's there, but I'll put the question there anyway, just on the theory that he may be listening. The question is, the other day you and Andy obviously had a discrepancy in the interpretation of the word troll, and I've just noticed that the new trolling laws came out. So does anybody know what in the lawyer world and legal speak, what the interpretation of this troll word is and what they're calling or classing a troll? I don't know. I'm still wondering if the Billy Goat Scruff are going to be coming up next in the corner of legislation, but, you know, does anybody know what they're calling a troll? Just put that out there. I'm going to mute out. Amazing. It's impressive. So the general knowledge will take it that nobody knows what a troll is.
I know what a troll is.
Well, I get what I mean. From what I was getting the other day, and because Don was saying what's wrong with trolls, correct? And he was saying that there's nothing wrong with a person with a different matter of opinion or a different point of view or evidence that may be contrary to what the other evidence is, and going onto a website and sharing that evidence and making it so they're at least more informed, or other people that might view it. You know, there's nothing wrong with spreading information and allowing that wealth to be out there. If people want to do their own due diligence and track it up, so be it. But I think that's kind of what Dom was meaning as trolling, is to just someone wanting to spread information, be it good or bad. It's up to the person taking the information and their interpretation of it. And whereas Tony was, it seemed like he was getting more of personal attacks himself, which sounded absolutely disgusting, personally, what was happening to him. So yeah, that's two types of trolls, and of course Tony was obviously upset with any sort of person that might want to class themselves as a troll because of how he classes them, whereas Dom was classing them as something completely different. And yeah, hence the butting of words. So yeah, what do you guys call a troll? Bob, what do you call a troll? Wow, really? Okay. Uh-huh. It's not there, is he? Anyone? Hello?
Subboof.
You're back, are you, Teacup?
Where'd you go?
What's that?
Where'd you go? You didn't disappear off under your bridge, did you?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm either here or...
You're hiding again. What the fuck? You got a computer in every room or something?
Yeah. Yep.
Do I for something? Must be loaded.
Not at all. No, but when you fix computers for about 15 years for people, and people do upgrades, and you end up with the scrap bits, after a while, you can make quite a few computers. I haven't paid a cent for any of them. People just throw them out. Like, for example, here's one here. It's a piece of shit from the warehouse.
You can see that's a piece of shit. That just needs binning.
Yeah, but someone that I know that doesn't have a computer that'd love to go onto the net can't, because this doesn't work for them at the moment, so I'll just fix it for them and give it back. So there you go. Go have fun. I don't give a fuck. I don't mind fixing it for them. They're nice people.
Cool.
Their kids play with our kids. So yeah, that's how I work. I mean, I've got lots of people that are quite happy to pay me, and I charge generally, I don't know, $120 for a reinstallation of an operating system for someone.
How much? Fucking hell.
$120 for a reinstallation. That's if I'm backing up all of their data and reinstalling all of their applications and all their programs. I'll spend a good fucking 10, 15 hours doing it for them. But yeah. I don't think that's unfair. Not when I'm driving and picking it up and dropping it off to them as well. So yeah. But yeah. I don't know what the charges would be in shops. I wouldn't have a clue. I know when I was working with brown good repairs, it was usually $45 to $66 an hour to like do video head cleans or fix stereos or replace lasers or replace a TV tube or whatever it is you needed to do. It was a standard rate, and that was quite a few years back. So I shudder to think what actual techs charge for an hourly rate these days. Yeah. Do you know?
God knows. Me, I don't know nothing about computers.
I've self-taught myself since back in the days when there were 286s and 386s. Straight after the old Commodore 64s and the ZX Spectrums became obsolete. When I started
my sister had both of them, a ZX Spectrum and a Commodore 64.
ZX Spectrum, man, with that 16-bit of memory. Whoa!
Watch, Bob's woken up.
Hey, Hoof.
Hey,
Bob, you finished tapping now then, mate? Is that
What's happening, Hoof?
Not a lot. See, Dan's Dan.
Who?
Dan the man got Dan.
Is he down there?
Yeah.
Dan the Dan man.
About 8 o'clock, I think it was.
Fucking hell, he must have been knackered though. Some geezer got on the statue, the Winston Churchill statue yesterday at Parliament Square, and he's only just got down.
Fucking hell. That's conviction for you, isn't it?
28 hours.
That's impressive. Did he tie himself down at all? Was he just holding on?
It's about 10. It's about the. What would you say, Oof? It's about 10, maybe. No,
Yeah,
about 12, 15 foot, isn't it, the thing?
No, about 10 foot.
Yeah. It's about 10 foot up, that's the first platform, and then you've got the statue of Winston Churchill, and that's about fucking, that's about 15 foot, isn't it?
Hey, James.
What's happening, man?
What's happening, James? Congratulations.
Yeah, they like let me back on again, haven't they?
No, I was talking about you coming out.
You smart little shit. I won't blame you go putting silly faces on him, James. Just plaster Bop a lot with heaps of silly fucking pictures.
That's his, that's his little dream, innit? That one day I'm gonna come out as a gay boy, you know.
Yeah, and we run off together, don't we, James? That's my dream.
Yeah.
In his pink cab.
Yeah.
No, congrats anyway, man. What happened, James, anyway? They wanted your driving licence off you, didn't they?
Well, they wanted ID. They just said ID, and I just took a picture of my driving licence and fucking sent them it.
They're fuckers, aren't they?
Who's this? Facebook?
Yeah.
Who at Facebook?
Facebook wanted ID they wanted some sort of ID of mine for some reason.
Was it an individual at Facebook?
No, it was just Facebook, wasn't it? And then I sent it, and then now they've let me back on.
That's crazy, man.
Was that your first account or your second? Because you just made a new one, haven't you?
Yeah, that's my second one.
So where's your first one gone?
That's for fuck knows where that's gone.
Gone to the cloud.
Let me see if I can get in there now as it goes. I'll log out of this one, hold on.
So, Teacup, what if you send them some photographic ID? Do you think they'll let you back on as well?
Somebody will have to send me some photographic ID first.
I knew that was coming. You tell me who you are, and I'll tell you who I am.
I ain't got any to send them.
Have
you got ID then, Mark, have you?
No, I don't. I've got other people's that they give to me to use.
Teacups are free, man.
Teacup ain't no free, man.
No, he's bound.
No, that first one's been disabled, so I ain't coming back, I don't think.
Yeah, it sucks when it goes straight to disabled instead of warning first. Just go to get in it. Dead. That happened to my first YouTube channel.
I think this is about my 5th or 6th one now.
Yeah. So you've already got the Netflix and Steven set up just for backup already then?
Yeah, after I tried that once as well, but they fucking deleted that as well.
Oh, really?
They seem to be coming down a little bit stronger lately, don't they? Or is that just me? I don't know.
I haven't noticed anything down this.
More people are changing their name. I see that. What's his name? His name was In the Roman Cult. He changed his name to like Nick Durwood or something.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Right, Mark.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, but Dom's still got quite a few, hasn't he?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like now and again, you'll look around and you'll see like someone's called Queen Elizabeth or something.
I know of a couple of twins named Benson and Hedges and Fish and Chips. There was one kid named Tiaratu Bus Stop because that's where he was conceived. This was coming from the midwives while I was there waiting for my, I think, kid to be born. Just the names people call them. Fucked up, man. But it's just a name, eh? So people are wising up to that. They're just calling themselves a symbol next. Look at old Prince. That'll happen more and more. And then after that, it'll just be thumbprint. Because of that shit, they'll say, "Oh, well, look, you need a chip." And you see the have any of you seen the latest bullshit about the .04 or .05 RFID microchips that are in the vaccines for Ebola? That they're planning
I saw it, but I ain't read it or that. You know what I mean?
The chips look tiny enough to go into the syringes and in the vaccine, so that way, you know, they'll just go ahead and do that pandemic for everyone, or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, the instance of trying to help everybody, they'll all issue out that vaccine, and everyone's tagged. Clever idea.
If they bring something like that in, they normally make it so that the people ask for it first.
Exactly. Well, that's what the Ebola is going to do, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, they're not fixing it now. They want it to spread more, so they can just go and issue it out to the world, so to speak. Well, I mean, that's one of the theories out there.
Yeah, I don't.
But take it with a grain of salt, you know.
I've been talking for ages, man, and fucking I've been trying to say stuff, and then fucking I've been writing it the whole time. But fucking, what was it? Yeah, I see something a few years ago, yeah, and it was like this sand. It was like proper sand. Tony said, "You've blocked me, you sad little cunt." To take up, I think. Yeah, but and it was like sand, and they were saying that they could just put a grain of it and pick up a signal from it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so blatantly, yeah. I reckon they've well like made them. You got to think whatever technology you think they've got is well far more advanced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think the people are ready at the minute for something like that.
No, yeah, obviously, so
they wouldn't. There was companies in America like that make them, so it's not silly Billy Theory shit. It's fucking like they make them. I think there's a company in the UK that makes them. So there's a company in America. They in these office blocks. There's certain rooms that you can get into where you need a card and different things. There's there was one geezer, he had it put in his arm so that he was in a position where he didn't have to lose his card and then couldn't get into the room. So because he had the chip put in his arm, he could always get into certain rooms in the office. So they've some like dogs and cats have got them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Some dogs and cats have got chips, so you could get parents, like paranoid parents, putting them in their kids and that as well.
I'm as far as this blocking stuff is concerned today, I'm thinking it's because, you know, when Tony joined, he blocked Teacup because he didn't want to hear him.
How do you check if you block someone?
I'm not sure.
On Google Plus, right, on the right hand side, just underneath your name icon will be like a little exclamation mark, right? Just underneath that is a little arrow pointing down that says menu. You click on that menu, right, and then it'll open up a checklist, and about 4 or 5 down or 6 down is blocked people. Click that and it'll tell you who's blocked or who isn't blocked. And you can unclick them or click them on.
Oh, I'm going to do that just to check it myself. The weird? So sorry, say that again, Teacup. On the Google Plus, on the home page.
Go on Google Plus, on the right hand side, just underneath the little exclamation mark that's for your Hangouts, there's a little arrow pointing downwards. Click on that and it'll bring you in a second option that says notification, mute notification, sound, ring, archived Hangouts, invitations, hidden contacts, and block people. Click block people and you can see if anyone's blocked or not.
Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How the fuck did I have 8 people blocked? None of which are any of you. Oh, Lollygaggle, I know him. It's fucking.
Have you got Tony blocked? Have you got Tony blocked? Are you sure? Because he's with me.
Anthony Hancock, El Guapo, Jay Miller, Joseph Rosler, Shammy Khan, some fucking combination of letters, Isaiah Dan, and Lollygaggle, who I know is a 5-0. So, yeah. Not me.
Wait, I can't fucking get on there. I can't work out. Is it under privacy?
You're probably on a phone,
No, no, no,
laptop.
Yeah, I'm on an iPad.
I don't know. It might be different on an iPad. I'm not saying it is, but it may well be.
Bob, when you've got that little hangout sign with the quotation marks in it that usually turns green when you're logged on, that little hangout emblem.
Yeah.
Just next to that, there should be a down arrow. There's usually two faces sort of superimposed.
I've got it.
Yeah, and click on that down arrow. You see blocked people somewhere down that list.
I've only got 3 people blocked, and it ain't Tony.
All right, so there we go. We know it's not Bob. No, it's not me.
Not me.
It's not Colin. I know that much. The only thing I can think of is perhaps Tony needs to go in and unblock Teacup.
Yeah, if he does that same thing, then he'll see Teacup on his list, he'll unblock him, and that'd be sweet.
If he unblocks him, then he should be able to join back in. That's what I'm thinking, is because he can't get in. But I don't know. He says he's watching. Hopefully he's listening.
Hey, Colin, the other night, when I heard you talking, I thought, fucking hell, he sounds familiar. But when I see your thing, you went to school in Dagenham, didn't you?
Yeah. Dagenham Priory.
Whereabouts you from?
Well, originally from Canning Town, but I moved to Dagenham when I was young.
Well, you still in Dagenham now?
Now I'm in Great Yarmouth now.
Oh. I thought when you was talking the other night, I thought, fucking hell, man. But I've been talking to people all up and down the country recently, and that I've just been on tag talking to people on the internet. I'm just hearing all different accents, and then when I heard yours, I thought, fucking hell, he sounds familiar.
Dagenham. Basically a Dagenham boy. Yeah. Dagenham East.
Yeah.
Yeah, I strang about all down there, like the beam and all that.
Over the beam, yeah.
Yeah. Wellington Drive, Birdbrook Close, all that area.
Tony's on a PC. Quite get what he's saying.
What? Someone's got Tony.
Well, Tony joined in out to begin with, and then he blocked Teacup because he wasn't here. And then he dropped out. Well, dropped out a lot. And since then he hasn't been able to. I'm suspecting it's because he joined.
Got really bad.
Is there an
no. It's Hoof, I think. Hang on. Hoof, no offence, I'm going to mute you, mate. What about now? Is that echo still there, guys?
Yeah, no, you sorted it.
Yeah, you can usually see down the bottom the little green dots that follow with the echo. You can see who's the echo.
How'd that fella get on the other day with the BBC then?
He stuck a vid up about it, James. He told him basically he ain't going to do it.
Oh, with Matt and that?
Yeah.
Did he get his internet sorted? Because he dropped out, eh? He couldn't reconnect.
Well, he must have, because he's been putting films up, so he must have got it sorted. It's funny how he started mentioning something, all of a sudden all his gear went down.
Yeah, well, he said he was going to go look up the codes or the statutes or something and then dropped out, didn't he?
Yeah, he phoned me straight away and he said, like, all my internet and that's gone down, so I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Yeah. Bizarre shit there. It's getting quite interesting, that conversation. Teacup, are you racking up Tony?
I think they're just flirting with
Pardon?
each other.
Am I what?
Are you racking up Tony? Maybe we can be best friends.
No, I'm serious.
Such a oh, that's killed it. Come talk about it. Maybe we can be best friends. Bob did not like me at first. Now he wants to polish me.
Oh my god. Honestly, there's visual and fucking, and it's like a fucking story going on. Yeah, well, that's James. Yeah. I'm gonna go any further than that, am I?
True, innit?
I'm not fussy, mate. I tell you.
Yeah, well, you like buffering things, then nothing wrong with polishing.
Tony, just come in here, man.
Tony's wondering how you are, Cole. Or are you reading that too?
Yeah, I'll just say it. Yeah, 3 hours time.
There's a minute delay, so he won't get it just yet.
Is Tony the shy type?
No, he's had problems trying to rejoin after a.
Who, Tony? No, Tony's got emotional problems with me at the moment, and he's scared if he joins, he might vent his frustration out at me.
I wouldn't say emotional problems. I'd say he's just
Scared to join, and we'll find out.
Tika, he's got just a difference of opinion. Some people just clash heads.
An opinion. I love that word.
Yeah, don't you? It's brilliant.
Let me just go Google that definition up, because I might have fucking lost that one.
Yeah, but Google's interpretation of opinion doesn't necessarily match mine. I reckon, deep sigh. So what else is happening? Surfer, did you get your mic sorted?
Collins apparently got Tony blocked. Now I personally reckon the Surfer has got him blocked because he's the only one that's been here all the time and whatnot.
I ain't got it. There's no way I got him blocked.
No, Colin and Tony are always in hangouts together. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Same with James. We've seen James in the same room. Same with my other account. That's not got anyone blocked. The lounge that we're watching the telly on.
Has Bob said anything about the woman in Tesco's yesterday?
No.
The what? You keep that one.
The woman in Tesco's.
Who followed us?
Yeah, go and tell him about it. I ain't even thought about it. There's something else that happened with her as well that I ain't even told you about. I remembered it. When you see when you cross the road, I'll quickly tell you now. You see when you cross the road, you run off in front, and you left me with her. Well, when I crossed the road with her, we both found a phone. We walked up to this island in the middle of the road. And there was a phone there, Sony phone. It was all smashed up and that. Yeah, all the screen light was all smashed up. Like, it was so smashed up, it looked like part of the fucking railing, you know what I mean? It just blended in like all fucked in that. But it was like a brand new Sony phone. It was like one of them big ones, yeah? And I said, fucking hell. I said, look, so there's someone smashed up phone. Where it was all smashed up and that, I just presumed that he had been in the road and that, all been getting thrown about and that. And, what was it? Then the woman, I said, oh, look at that. I said, oh, fucking hell, someone's phone there. I said, fucking, it's fucked or whatnot. She picked it up and boom, just turned it on like, just come on like. She just fucking said, oh yeah, I'll give that to somebody over here. And then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, mate. But go on, tell them what happened with the bird.
She was a strange one, queuing up in a shop, and all of a sudden she just latched on. She got out of the shop first and she was waiting for us. Then we was crossing the road and I thought, this ain't right, she's fucking stalking us. So I got across the road rather rapid and left her with Pops. And that was the last I see. And I got back over there.
Got a band about using Pops.
I sat down and was having something to eat, and I didn't see her again until about half hour later, and she's come over and she's gone, right, I'm off now. Nice meeting you. Like, there's some fucked up people over there.
Where was that? Over by the square?
They're occupied.
Do you know she gave all the shit to though? All that she had a big bag of like munchies and all that, didn't she? She gave it to I think she was pals with the geezer who arranged it all. There's a geezer, and I think it was his birds. You see the woman who was carrying a baby about on her front.
I don't know because when we was in the shop, I said to her, "Are you legal?"
Yeah, I heard you say that to her.
No, I've just seen it on YouTube, and I thought I'd pop over.
Oh.
And, like, Bop's a babe magnet. Had three Yanks come over. No, Canadians.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Only one of them was assault.
She was like, "Hi, are you bipolar?" I said, "Yeah, babe." She said, "Oh my god." Nah, she didn't, man. I wish she did. Yeah, she was just asking about what was going on, wasn't she? Yeah, she was alright though, one of them, wasn't she?
There's tons of nice looking birds around here, man. Tons.
Yeah, mate.
It's everywhere you turn, man.
Yeah, you know what? I like all the foreign birds and all that, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
I hear their little accents and all that.
You hooked up with Henny yet, James?
No.
You wouldn't have wanted to yesterday.
Working on that at all?
I heard he got blown out.
I got blown off, not blown out.
Got to get those little words right.
Yeah. Subtle difference.
She was beaten yesterday.
Oh, super ego need to protect him.
Yeah. I think she thinks something about frequencies and our reptilian overlords are going to be killed off one day and all this.
Oh, okay.
Shut up. That's what is that what she's saying about?
Oh, she has said that before.
What, reptilian overlords?
Yeah, well, that's what they are apparently, aren't they? I think someone prefers sensational falsehood to unexciting truth. That's what they prefer. So that's what they fucking go for. You know what I mean? Just like watching a fucking film, isn't it?
Personally, they're all just taking the victim instead of looking at themselves for why shit's happened. They're blaming everyone else.
Right, look, somebody has got Tony blocked then, haven't they, obviously, if he can't get in. And who is that surfer? Because he ain't said nothing.
He, for some reason, doesn't try and get his mic. I've never actually seen the face. Whenever we've tried typing to him, and he's gone
Kick him.
like still.
Kick him. Kick him. Let fucking thingy see if he get in. We'll find out if he's in blocking him or not.
Yeah, go on, just kick him. Right up the fucking arse.
Gotta be cruel to be kind. And you bot.
You have. So you catch
Gotta shatter those illusions, ain't you?
Right, now I think Tony's gone now anyway.
Got the boot.
There we go. Moment of truth.
Oh, what happened with that thing? With that thing yesterday? That vigil. Anyway.
Nothing. I've hardly been on today. I don't think any more turned up. Again, nobody's interested in anything.
Go on, tell them what you told me about that when we were standing outside there.
What about people turning up?
Yeah, and about how many you saying it got something like 5,000 likes, didn't you, on Facebook? Like,
yeah.
It was about fucking excluding his family. There was about I'd say there was no more than like 20 people. You know what I mean?
And his
his family. I'd say there was definitely no more than 30 people there, was there?
No, and he's been fighting this for 30 years with loads of support from loads of other families, including that Duggan family. And they could have done something last night. Yeah, 30 people, as Bob said. But 5,000 likes, so I thought, oh, there might be quite a few that turn up. And no, it's like this anonymous thing. I think I've seen there's 6,000 or 7,000 going. Like,
This what?
6,000 or 7,000 going.
To what?
Well, it's
That Million
anonymous.
Mask March.
Oh, anonymous. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know what you said.
Last year there was about 10,000 that had said they was going, and there was a maximum of 3,000 last year. Everybody likes talking about stuff, but actually doing it.
Well, what's good to go and ask for new shackles anyway? Because I can never get my head around that.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, Teacup, but something's got to happen.
Like, from my point of view, and like, look at the Iraq War, for instance. Yeah, there was like, I mean, London was pretty well much fucking packed out with people protesting that war. Yeah, and so like they didn't really give a fucking shit. So, I mean, and this is coming from somebody as well that protests his own campaign with the old cannabis and that. And I know how hard it is to get anyone to come along and support anything in them matters. But I mean, numbers ain't the way to get results. I don't think is really my point.
I agree. It needs. Well, again, I'm not condoning violence, but something's got to happen.
How many numbers would it take? Because 1 million marched in 2003.
Well, I've just typed in on a thingy.
You need a hardcore of about 500 that will stand their ground.
Well, it's you need people that are, you know what I mean, if you want to escalate things to that level, inevitably you've got people that are going to have to be willing to take the consequences, and because that's the only way forward. But the problem is, this is whether you're again asking for new shackles or you're asking for freedom. You know what I mean, if you're asking for freedom, then I don't know if the masters and the powers that be are ever going to give that to the people. And if you're just asking for new shackles, then yeah, you know what I mean, you probably are. Take women's liberation, you know what I mean? Take anything. At the end of the day, they all resort to more extreme measures in the end, and it's normally the more extreme measures that when politicians wish to take note and start listening. But again, that's often at people's detriment, individuals' detriment for the greater good of others.
I agree, Teacup. Now, what happened down there the other day with women? Now, there was no way that they would do that to the EDL. The police would not behave like that with the ADL.
No, of course not. They're the big bullies in the show with the little girls there all getting dragged out. But if there were grown bloody men standing their ground, they'd think twice. If that's the point you're trying to make.
So you're saying they've got a little bit more, you know, a little bit less hippie-ish and a bit more militant.
From what I've seen of it, they seem to be upping. The cops are the ones that seem to be upping the aggression more and more.
Yeah, exactly, and they can, you know, the law's on their side, if you know what I mean. They can get away with murder almost, can't they?
Oh yeah, they can. They do.
Your rules are on their side. The law is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is this: is if the judges that are there to enforce the laws won't follow their own rules and will happily break them to protect the interests of those above them, then what can you do? Inevitably, the only way forward then is the civil war, isn't it? But then nobody wants to be talking fucking civil war because that's just fucking. Do you know what I mean? Fuck me, that ain't the way to go.
I think we just need more people to be taking interest in it. You know, then there'll be
mess one way or another, James. I reckon, but it's just a matter of time.
It's not about a majority. This is the thing. They use the majority vote to They use a majority vote to empower a minority to basically the minority can do what they want to the majority. The fact of the matter is the majority don't want half the things that the minority do in their name, you know what I mean? If it had done a referendum on going to war in Iraq, I don't believe we would have went to war in Iraq. You know what I mean? We might have gone to war with Afghanistan, given the false flag attack and us obviously at the time believing it was related to Afghanistan and Osama bin Laden. And even still, who knows for sure exactly what is the details of that or isn't the details. But in relation to Iraq, I certainly know I would have voted in a referendum not to go to war, and I'm pretty sure many more would have. But the problem is this: they don't want to give the populace the say. Because if they give the populace the say, then they haven't got the power anymore, have they?
But I mean, hardly anyone votes, yeah. And
obviously.
So that means people don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well,
So
see,
they're not going to start giving a shit on anything
as long as it don't
else
affect
either.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as long as it don't affect them.
That's exactly how they think.
I'm all
see,
right,
this
Jack.
that James is bringing up. Like over here in Auckland, we had the local elections to see who the mayor's going to be, right? Now, there's 1 million people in Auckland. Only 100,000 people voted. Okay, and only 10,000 voted for the mayor that time.
Yeah, the thing is this.
10,000 people out of 1 million, and now he's leading. Where's the fucking logic there? That's not democratic, because I thought it's supposed to be a majority thing.
Yeah.
It's just, we're giving you the illusion that it's all happening, but we're going to do what the fuck we want. It's all it is. Just an illusion. So the whole theory that you can change the illusion to make it show you something different when you're not the one that created it in the first place is wrong. You need to start something new.
Well, if they're not bothered enough to vote, then they're not going to be bothered enough to, rebel either.
Whether or not it's affecting them, I mean, if you've got a nice job.
Yeah, and it don't affect them because they've got.
Sorry.
They've all got TVs and fridges, so they don't care. They've all got computers, phones.
Yeah, it's all quite comfortable for them, which is the point, isn't it?
Yeah. Why would they have the ump?
And the only reason you're seeing an increase in it is obviously because of the economical situation, and there's people these days that are obviously struggling and suffering. You know what I mean? And the injustice is obviously clear for all to see, but the system needs resolving. But whether or not going to ask for new shackles is the way forward, I'm not convinced.
I think we're in a bit of a problem now.
I just like the chaos, man. You know what I mean?
I think Bop's a bit of a troublemaker.
Nah.
I'm more of the opinion of just spreading the information that you can and helping people to break it down. I like to analyse shit, break things down into step by step as to what you should and shouldn't do, I suppose. For me, anyway. And if what works for me.
That's what they fear most, is people talking about it rather than talking about X Factor. That's what they fear the most. They don't want. They don't want. Well, if fractional reserve banking was trending on Twitter, they're shitting themselves.
Nobody understands it.
No.
Well, that's what I mean. But I didn't understand it until it was explained to me. So then
exponential growth.
Yeah, if it starts bouncing around and sort of 10,000 people learn it tonight, and then they